So you clicked on the link because you want to know some of the best trails, the trail systems here in Colorado Springs. We're going to keep Lori safe, but we're going to tell you and show you some of our favorite parks and trails here in Colorado Springs. Stay tuned.
What's going on, everybody? So it's Lori and Kayleen here for your Colorado Springs Realty here in Colorado Springs.
One of our favorites.
Scootering, we like to scooter. So we are pushing on a ton of new content all about the Colorado Springs area, and we'll talk about why there is some camels kissing behind us here. But make sure that subscribe button or that bell as we go over a ton of new content all about Colorado Springs. We have people reaching out to us all the time. Give us a call, 719-639-3393, because we love making these videos, but we like making Colorado Springs your home even more. All right, so we are going to talk to you all about today our favorite park and trails in Colorado Springs.
Trails in Colorado Springs. I feel like we talk about parks and trails a lot, but this is a specific video dedicated to
We're going to show you
our favorite parks and trails.
It kind of chokes me a little bit, and I have a big head, so it kind of kid helmets don't fit me very much.
Kids?
Yeah, it's my daughter's.
So I have to say, bikes are fun here. Scooters are amazing. I love bringing scooters with my kids to all these parks and trails because it's super easy to tote around, and they can go for days around here.
Right. So we're going to show you a few of our favorites, and so you know a lot of people will go. I got to take it off. I can't. I feel like it's choking me. So a lot of people will go down to Garden of the Gods and walk those trails systems because you can just go for just an hour, half an hour, and walk those trails or scoot. You could even
there's paved trails and there's non-paved trails.
Right. And so this leads us to our little backdrop here. So you have seen kissing camels probably in some of our other videos, the actual kissing camels, but Garden of the Gods is knowing for those two red rock formations that form together and look like kissing camels.
Yes, it's so pretty. Every time we go by it, it's just breathtaking.
So we're going to show you that.
So Garden of the Gods Trail, one of my favorites that I talk about a lot is Santa Fe, and I love it just because you can go wherever you want, all the way from Monument down to downtown Colorado Springs. It is a paved trail. Along the way, though, we like to stop. There's a little BMX park. Like my kids, it's like the highlight, and it's like about halfway through, and we always stop and they do the BMX park, and that's obviously dirt. But the paved trails, people will run on them, walk them, bike them.
They don't usually rollerblade. I think when I grew up, there's like a lot of those really smooth rollerblading paths, and we don't have those here. So there's not a lot of like rollerblading. We can go forever on rollerblades.
Nope. Another great biking area is over in Palmer Park.
Yep.
So if you enjoy mountain biking, I went last summer with my sister and our boys, and it was hard.
Yeah.
I was actually scared. So you have to like be a mountain biker.
Yeah.
To enjoy that, but I was like, I need to tighten my helmet and check my brakes.
So Palmer Park is in the corner of is it Palmer Park? I mean, it sounds. Is it Flint? No, Flint Ridge.
It's Constitution.
No, it's up north a little bit than that. It's Flint Ridge and Academy, where the baseball fields and you drive back in there.
Yeah.
But you
That's not Flint Ridge.
Is it Fillmore?
It's Constitution.
No, it's not Constitution.
Just map out Palmer
Park.
Park.
It's not Constitution. It's a little bit north. It's close.
I think it was Constitution.
No, Constitution is 1 block south. We're going to argue about that for a little while.
but there's different areas. So I will say one tip and trick. People know that you are hiking, and so I would just do a friendly reminder and say lock your cars while you're hiking in Garden of the Gods, Palmer Park, any of these places. Just keep your things safe, because obviously if you're parked on the trail side, they know that people know that you're hiking. So
Right.
just don't bring anything too valuable.
Right. So Palmer Park is a good one. Not a lot of people know about it. I mean, I guess if you live here, you do, but it's if you came to visit the area, it's kind of right in the middle of town. And there's like a random bluff. Pulpit Rock is a good place. We showed you some homes there.
There's some cool views. From
my
up
brother
there.
goes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, my brother goes. He actually broke his collarbone going
Up on Pulpit?
Yeah.
Oh, does he mountain bike up there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
some those things. So he did that, but that's a really
That's a cool
really
hike.
popular, and there's like some random gorgeous homes up there too.
Yes.
So if you are looking for luxury living up there,
With
there's
views?
some views, city views that are amazing up in that area.
If you want more just like trail walking, there's tons of trails. There's a lake. What's that lake down south that you can kayak at? I should know this.
Memorial Park. Is that
We're
what
on
you're
our
talking
trails.
about? Memorial.
No, it's down by Cheyenne Mountain.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Is it the one that's on the resort? The Cheyenne Resort?
It's not on the resort, but it's down by there, and they have walking trails all around there. There's awnings, so you can stop, have lunch. There's people fishing down there.
Okay.
I'll find what it's called.
So there's lots of other places. There's Logic Peak. I'm sure I'm not saying that exactly correct, but that's over in the Peregrine area. People will drive up to that Peregrine area that's more west and do hiking all over that area. There's also like homes, like neighborhoods that have just trail systems in between the homes, and so that is just great for just every night. My husband and I go walk. We go the Rampart Park. We go walk that, and that's in some of our other videos.
Have been walking a lot.
I know. It's so nice out, so I love summertime. Just going out for a walk. It's there's a lot of opportunities here.
Quail Lake.
Quail Lake.
That's kind of a fun one. There's always people. That's a great place if you like to do the paddleboard too. There's always a lot of people, but there's a fun little trail, and it's not paved, but if you want like a little bit of trail running, the bar trail coming down from
the incline
is, if you enjoy trail running, that's a great.
I think my husband did the incline with me this weekend. I can show you how I almost die doing the incline.
You did that?
No, I want to. I told him I want to try it again.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done it for a year or two. I'm a little
There's
more.
a ton of hiking trails outside of Colorado Springs, like up by Rosemont Reservoir. If you go out to Cripple Creek, if you go out by Divide, there's tons of, if you want to do day hikes, trails all around the Colorado Springs area. We're just naming off.
So the moral of our videos, you can hike anywhere here in Colorado Springs.
Yes, you can.
You really can. I mean, there's
and
tons
you can
of
make
opportunities.
it an hour hike, or you can make it a day-long hike. One of my favorite secret hidden spots, I should have talked about this, is Paradise Cove. And that's like about a mile hike back, but you're more in like meadows. And there's a little creek that goes through there, and then you drop down into this rock area.
Yeah, Helen Hunt Falls is a popular one here. What's the one that's over off
Seventh?
No, well, I guess you can hike at Seven Falls too, but the one that's off of 21st and over there is like a huge canyon.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
What it is.
There's some down, quite a bit down by the
Bring our
Broadmoor.
dogs.
It's called Strawberry Falls and Strawberry
You
Park.
keep bringing up that strawberry one. I don't know
I
what that one
know.
is.
There's some cool. I remember it because there was wild raspberries growing
Ooh,
on,
that's cool.
which means bears probably. But we stopped and ate raspberries.
Yeah.
But you get to the top and you can see bighorn sheep up there. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you a few of our favorites here.
How about parks now?
Oh,
Favorite
parks. Okay, favorite parks. Sorry, I got a little.
John Venezia.
John Venezi. So that one's up in Briargate, but is
That's
used
like
by our
great
community all the time.
Playing soccer, baseball, tennis, all of those things. And if you have little kids, splash parks and all of that, like your typical park.
Yep. America's Beautiful Park downtown is a good one.
Pretty.
There's some homeless people that hang out there, which is fine. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that there is, but it's a beautiful park downtown that overlooks. There's this little splash circle down there, but a lot of open fields. It overlooks Pikes Peak area. Just a gorgeous setting down there. I love that. I love that area.
Have fun, unique playground equipment. Like I remember when my kids, it's different than just your ordinary equipment that they play on. There's literally parks in probably
Bear Creek Park is
every
beautiful
here.
area. So we love that area too.
Cottonwood Creek Park, that's really close to my home, and actually a lot of people do walks, like if you want just that paved loop, and I don't know, it's probably a half a mile around it, and it does connect to Santa Fe Trail, but there's what is that, frisbee golf course over there. There's baseball, softball, roller skating or rollerblading, tennis courts, everything you can want. There's a YMCA right there, but that park is huge.
Yeah.
So if you're doing like a family get together or just want to relax and let the kids run around, Cottonwood's a great one.
Yeah. So that's our little parks and trails. We're gonna actually, I know we can talk a lot, and I know you guys are probably like, hey, go show something.
Oh, we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna show you a few, not all of them.
Some of them,
our favorites. So,
okay.
Anyways, if you guys are thinking of moving to the area again, usually always give us a call, 719-639-3393, and we'd love to help answer any of your questions about Colorado Springs and our area.
So one of the huge
Kayleen will go.
One of the huge benefits of Colorado Springs is the immense amount of nice parks and trails. So we're up north, kind of at Lori's her area of town.
Neck of the woods.
Your neck of the woods. It's called John Menzi Park. But this park, there's anything from tennis courts to splash pads to play equipment. What is that, like turf areas?
Yeah, a lot of football
baseball,
games,
football,
rugby,
soccer, all sorts of areas,
cross.
And like kind of two separate areas. I know that the splash pad definitely fills up on those hotter days, and then I noticed they even have vendors now that
like
sit under the porpoise chairs. Yeah. I don't know what you call them. They're what are they called?
I don't know.
Like little areas with picnic tables and stuff.
Pergolas.
So you can pergolas. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can have lunch here, and then they have like a hot dog vendor and a popsicle.
So we featured this park. It's a brand new park. Really, they added it for our community. But a lot of cool things is you can do like yoga in the park. There's groups that do yoga in the park, not only like here, but other parks throughout the city, especially in the summertime. And the scenery is gorgeous. So we're kind of show you around a couple parks and trails today, and we're going to show you John Viencia.
So we are over here in Cordera, and in this neighborhood they have opened up a lake. I know we're featuring trails and parks, but the Cordera neighborhood and a lot of these planned communities have a vast amount of trails, parks, water features. We were just saying, like, Cordera really is a great area. They have neighborhood pool, they have a community center that you can rent out, and then they've added in, like I said, this lake behind us.
This is brand new this year, so it's pretty neat. So you can see people will show you kind of fishing, paddleboarding. I know my sister-in-law went paddleboarding here. You can bring out little kayaks, and just kind of a really cool place in the middle of town here where you can get out and enjoy the water, which is kind of unique for here in Colorado.
Well, and I will show you around. There are literally homes. I'm gonna do this. Let me, which thing here?
You can just take them off.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, why don't you just do that? You're going off. You're going off-roading. Off-roading with feeling. Oh, you got. That's so
There's
cute.
houses right behind us.
You're still showing you though.
I know.
Oh.
Try not to make you guys dizzy, but it literally is in the middle of a neighborhood. So I don't know exactly what this lake is called, but it's in the Cordera neighborhood, and trails, parks, fishing, canoeing, kayaking, paddleboarding, all of that above happens here in this neighborhood.
All right, so another trail here we talk about all the time is Manitou Incline. We are attempting it today. Hopefully we'll get to the top. Marley's first time is my daughter. She's very excited. So we'll document it and show you when we get to the top. We'll show you when we get about halfway. All right, we're halfway done. We have all that left. It gets pretty, oh, you can't do it. You can see it up there. We're gonna make it. Here's how far we've come. So we're about 3/4 the way. It's been about an hour. My husband and my son are at the top for probably about 15 minutes, but we're doing it slow and steady, right? Yeah. Wins the race. So you can see how high up we are now. It's just kind of gorgeous. So we're almost to the top. We can do it, right, Mars?
Yeah.
Run, Marley.
Oh, that's my niece's name.
Look at the joy on your face.
We are here over at the Santa Fe Trail, which runs the entire length of the Colorado Springs area. So all the way up from Monument, we are near the downtown area, and the trail itself transitions from this crushed granite to paved trails. And as you will see, this area of downtown, the trail runs perpendicular with a river, and there's parks and trails along the entire way. When you're kind of up north more, it's more paved, and you'll be, you know, it kind of veers in and out. But Santa Fe Trail is one of my favorite trails here in the Colorado Springs area. Great for walking, biking, jogging, all of the above.
We're here at Palmer Park. And Palmer Park is right in the center of town. I know Kaylee and I are debating what street it's off of. And so if you are looking at a map, we're off of Academy in Mazeland. But these trails here, you just drive up here. We just drove our car back here. You can see there's tons of biking. There's people walking all around. A great spot in the center of town just to get outside and enjoy the outdoors. You can continue driving up, and there's an overlook that overlooks kind of that downtown area, the Pikes Peak mountain. And so you can see just kind of a really great spot here in the center of town to just get out and enjoy nature and get away from possibly the city or suburban life, as we call it here in Colorado Springs.